From the hills of northwest Arkansas to the flatlands of the Delta, it's only 52 days till kickoff of high school football in Arkansas. This is Hometown Sports Volume 2, only on the Arkansas Sports Network. Hometown Sports Volume 2 is being brought to you by D3 Auto Sales. Lifted, leveled, and ready to roll. Drive different. By Tyson Foods. Passionate about food, committed to you, feeding the world like family. By Arkansas Tech University. Financial flexibility, academic excellence. Learn more, earn more. And by Metcalf Trucking Company. Arkansas trucking delivered reliably and with integrity.
All right, welcome back into the Hometown Sports Volume 2. We're not even quite halfway through today. It has been quick, right?
It has. We've been busy.
I mean, it's been moving pretty quick here. Let's get right off the top. We want to say thank you to Merchant and Planters Bank of Clarendon for being a part of our regional sponsorship, along with Russellville Nursing and Rehabilitation Center, and then also our local sponsors. And Justin, we're going to have to get. Oh no, we got it on there. Never mind. We've got In Speech, and we've also got Conway County Farm Bureau. Ronnie Rainey. Got to get that out. Ronnie Rainey.
Get that right.
I got to get that out there. He is the agent there, and they jumped in on the sponsorship for the Morrilton Devil Dogs, so we can't thank them enough. And thank you, Coach McNabb, for coming in here and being a part of this. And, man, we're excited about the Devil Dogs. There's a lot of good things happening over in Morrilton.
Oh yeah, it's a good place, and it is a. We're returning a lot of good football players, a lot of guys that not just starters, but a lot of guys with experience, which makes a lot of things easier, from special teams to just the way practice runs and knowing the tempo of things. So we're excited. We've got a lot of our biggest group of seniors that we've had since we've been there for 16 years. So that's always a good thing. And a lot of them played last year, and a lot of them got experience as sophomores. So we're excited about this year like we are every year. You know, this time of year, once dead period's over and the 4th of July is done,
it's ready to go, right?
It feels like it's go time for football around the state. And the Devil Dogs are excited and ready to go. We've hit the ground running and ready to get started.
How big is that senior class?
We've got, I counted last week, 31 kids, which is, usually like I said, the last 16 years we average anywhere from 15 to low 20s. Mid 20s is a really big group for us, a really big group, and to have 31, just we're blessed, and I'm proud of the kids for sticking it out. Football's hard, and anybody these days that is willing to put in the kind of time and effort and the work it takes to be a good football team and to be a part of the Devil Dog football program, I respect those kids and the time and commitment that they put in and their parents put in, to dragging them around and supporting them through that. So big class for us, and proud of this group and excited about the year.
Arkansas weather doesn't make the summer workouts easy.
No, it doesn't.
No.
And it's all changed. We've got the wet bulb, so you can't practice in the heat too much and all those kind of things. And so that's changed things a little bit, which makes it where they've got to, we don't have an indoor at Morrilton, so they've got to get up early in the morning and practice before school, usually at least through that open week, until we kind of transition back to the afternoons when we start conference season. But they're making some sacrifices there and getting up early, and we usually do our practice stuff early and then our film and weight stuff in the afternoon. So that's changed things the last couple of years as well.
You got to want to do it.
No question. It's a hard sport, and it's one of those things. You so much about football equates to life, and I'm sure you guys pull from what you learned in high school athletics, and just that not avoiding doing hard things for kids is a great trait to learn, because there's so much convenience and ease and that kind of thing. Just them being willing and excited to do something that's hard is something that I think every kid needs to learn, and everybody that participates in football around the state will learn that for sure.
It's a little different dynamic in your household because you're the head football coach, but then your wife is the head girls basketball coach there.
Yeah, somebody's angry at our house all the time. I think that's the way that kind of goes. But yeah, she's let's see, this will be year 16 for me, and I think she'll start year 15. So we both, it's been kind of our life's work at Morrilton High School, and we've got some it's just a great community. It's blue collar. It's a lot of those. It's supportive. It's a lot of those things that you want when you take a job. And fortunately, we have that. I know we try not to take that for granted. But yeah, it's she's a great reference for me. Somebody I can. We both bounce a lot of ideas off each other, and that's been, I think, good for both of us, and she's had a great run at Morrilton too. So it's worked for us. It's our kids grew up in the field house or in the gym, one of those two places, and it's worked for our house anyway.
Well, that's good.
You guys finished 9-3 last year.
Yeah.
Had a good run. I mean, you started out the season 6-0, 7-0, whatever it was.
Yep, 7-0.
7-0. You had that 78-75 game, and
really, and didn't finish as well as we wanted to. And we did. We rebounded. Felt like the Farmington game took a lot out of us.
Sure.
It was a great football game, and it was high level offense on both sides, more than, in my opinion, and I think Coach Tice would tell you the same thing, more than it was terrible defense on both sides. It was high level offense and just back and forth, and that one took a lot out of us, and we didn't play well the next week against Valonia, so dropped 2 in a row, and then bounced back to win our last conference game, and then got Searcy in the playoffs, and had a chance, went to overtime with Valley View. So it ended a little earlier than we wanted to, but I think that adds to our hunger this year. I felt like we've been a hungry football team. We had a taste of success with the way we started the season, and this team just feels like one that is very hungry and very driven this year.
Your 3 losses were by 13 points.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
You was a bounce of the ball each game to be in
Absolutely, but we also won several close games like that. It could Russellville, we got a big lead. They stormed back, and we held on for that one. Greenbrier was a very close game. Alma, we make a stop on a 2-point conversion, win by 1. So it was a year that was full of close games. We won some, we lost some, and I think you learn a lot from those kind of games.
From close
too.
games,
no
that's
question.
my opinion. You learn.
And I think that having learned that will carry into this year, and that's something you can always draw from. You're never out of it. You're always in a game, that kind of thing. So I feel like we've taken a lot of lessons, good and bad, from those.
Well, and I do think more than ever now you are still in a ball game because of the way offense is played now.
Oh, no question.
It's just different. And I mean, people can say bad defense all they want to, but scheme is tough now.
It's. I think you're right. I think in all levels.
Yeah.
Used to. I remember when I started coaching, it was, you wanted to hold teams to 13 points or less was on everybody's goal board.
Mm-hmm.
And now that'd be, it's not even feasible to hold a good team to something like that. It's just a lot more possessions, and the way certainly the way we play very fast, and that's something I'm proud of our kids and staff is that couple of years ago we ran the ball a bunch and played good defense and good special teams and got in the playoffs doing it that way. So, and now we can throw it and catch it at a really high level for a high school football team, and that was we needed to go fast. We needed the possessions. We need a lot of possessions, and we felt like we could outscore people, and we were able to win games like that. So proud of the staff to adapt. That's high school football. You don't get to pick the ones that you have, and you have to mold your scheme around the strengths of your players, and I really thought the staff did a good job.
That says a lot about your staff to be able to do that, to see what you got, make it work.
That's right, and not be locked into we play this way. And I'm sure it'll be a little bit different this year than it was last year. We've got some new players that we'll have and be a year older. So you kind of figure that out. Try to figure that out as quick as you can, especially in the non-conference, and then be ready to roll when you're
your schedule sets up tough this year. Sure. Just looking at it, I mean, you're at Russellville, is that right?
Yeah, at Russellville,
at Texarkana,
at Texarkana,
at Greenbrier, at Harrison, at Farmington. I mean, those are tough.
A lot of tough games on the road, and that's where I feel very. I think we all feel very blessed, very fortunate to have those seniors that have kind of been through those fires. A year ago, that would have. I would have really been nervous about that, and now that we kind of know who we are and have been through some of those tough games, I think we'll be able to handle it better than what we would have a year ago or 2 years ago. And but very tough schedule, and a lot of, like you said, our toughest games will be on the road.
Yeah, I mean, looking at your home schedule, Whitehall, Alma, Pea Ridge, Valonia, Clarksville. I mean, not to say anything against those teams, but that tougher part of the schedule is definitely on the road.
We'll probably be on the road, and you've got to, to win at any kind of high level, you better be able to play. You better be ready at home and not let any of those slip away, and you better be ready to go when you go to somebody else's house to play.
All right, you got 3 of those guys with us. So here's what we need. I need the last one needs to be the best talker. I need the one that's going to talk the most. So the other 2 can come in first, and then we want the talker to come in last.
Boy, that's a tough one. I got two talkers. We'll let the quarterback go last because everybody wants to hear from the quarterback,
right.
So we'll let him go last and let the other two come
All right, well, tell us who we got coming in here.
All right, we got Jamarcus Sandage is coming up right now. He's a returning receiver, plays corner for us, had some big numbers last year, and Champ McNabb with him will be coming up next, and then Maddox Berry after that. So we'll finish out with him. Sound good?
Sounds good. All right, y'all ready to go? Champ McNabb, you know a little bit about this coach over here. You know something about him?
A whole lot about him.
And, it is interesting. We just had a son that came in and now another one. And it seems like that's a theme, a common theme with what we got going on right now. You got coach's sons coming in. What's it like playing? You're not just a coach's son in the football, but, you got a mom that's a coach as well.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely difficult. It gets a little harder on me sometimes, but I grew up in a competitive household, and I was determined not to let him affect how I play on the field.
Well, there you go. That's a pretty good answer right there. Tell me what you bring to the Devil Dogs.
I'll say grit, toughness, and I guess a little competitiveness.
Oh, you need that closer.
Competitiveness,
competitiveness, yeah.
That word, just a lot of leadership. I think I'm pretty vocal around there.
Yeah.
Need a little bit.
So you're probably a little bit more outgoing on the football field than you are right here. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I'm not really. This ain't my star.
That's all right. That's all right, man. You just do the best that you can. Tell me Tell me a little bit about what your expectations are for this season.
I think we got a really good team coming back. I mean, he mentioned we got over 30 seniors. We got a lot of experience, a lot of players who have played for 2 years and so I think we could be dangerous.
Yeah. What about you?
I think we got a lot of returning. You know, obviously we've been working and stuff. We got places to improve on, and then places where we are pretty good at still. We still got room to improve. But I feel like we've been working hard and just ready for the season to come.
Ready for the season to come. All right, I'm gonna let y'all go on this one here. It will be a successful season at Morrilton if.
I think, obviously last year, you mentioned the Farmington game, 78-75, and a lot of high-powered offense. I think if we can kind of string the defense together a little more, and I think we can definitely do that. We've had a real high emphasis this offseason on defense, and I think they're going to be ready to go this year.
What do you think?
Just either get at the same record we were last year or improve our record and go farther in the playoffs.
Well, there you go. That's simple and to the point. Quarterback, come on in here. You guys, y'all are free to go. Appreciate you for coming in.
Appreciate you.
All right. Middle. Yeah, come right there, man. $4,233 yards, 57 touchdowns, just 8 interceptions against 57 touchdowns. I mean, that's some numbers, man.
Yes, sir. Yep.
So how did we get there?
I mean, obviously I had elite playmakers around me. Jamar, Champ, a couple other receivers, some running backs, and the O-line played really good throughout the year. And so having just those guys that I can get the ball to and trust them to make plays really helped throughout the year.
I mean, that's a good answer, but you're the quarterback. You've got to get them the football, so you've got to do something on your own as well. And, look, I love the humbleness. I do. But I can be a little less humble for you and say that those are some unbelievable numbers for a high school player. 4,200 yards in 12 games comes out to a lot of yards per
Yes,
game,
sir, yeah.
right? Tell us a little bit about what your expectations are for this year.
I'm expecting to compete at a high level, and obviously I want to win a state championship. That's the goal, and I think we have a really talented team this year, and I think we're definitely one of those teams that's in the race for that.
I mean, yeah, I would agree with you. Bringing – and, again, I know that you have to be humble when you talk about this, but you bringing back a quarterback, everybody would be excited about bringing a quarterback with those type of numbers to come back. So I know that. Then you've got guys like these guys here. I don't think Dante Cox is here, right? Is that
No,
correct?
sir.
Dante Cox, 63 catches, 1,133 yards and 13 touchdowns. He's coming back as well. I mean, I know last year one of the things that would talk about Morrilton was the pass catchers, how elite that they were. How many of those guys do you bring back from last year?
Yeah, we're bringing 3 to 4 guys back that played a lot last year. And we lost Andrew Roden, who was obviously one of those guys that caught the ball a lot. But we've got a couple guys that are going to fill that role, so I don't think that's going to be a problem for us.
How do you, as the quarterback, I feel like this does play on you a little bit more than others when you have all these tough games on the road. You're the one that kind of has to keep everything calm. You got to be able to communicate through all of that. That's a whole little harder on the road than it is at home. How do you manage through all those tough road games?
I think just being a leader and calming everybody down when everybody needs to be calmed down. And obviously there's times to be excited, but I like playing in tough conditions. I think it challenges me and the team, and so I'm excited for that.
Well, man, I think you guys got a good thing going on over there. We want to thank In Speech once again, along with Conway County Farm Bureau, for being sponsors here. Last thing, real quick, before I get you out of here, it will be a successful season at Morrilton if.
For me, it's winning a state championship. If we don't win a state championship, I feel like we've let the town down for me. So that's the goal, and obviously we've been working really hard. And so I think that's what we're going for.
All right, there you go. Morrilton in it to win it this year, and we're looking forward to seeing what happens with the Devil Dogs and all the teams around the state of Arkansas. We've got North Little Rock coach Brad Bolding waiting on us in the wings. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back here with more Hometown Sports Volume 2 in just a moment.